You are now listening to the Insight Fantasy Sports Podcast.
We are live, and that is just right. Welcome to the third or fourth. It's our fourth now, because opening round, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fourth inaugural Watchalong. Got Blues v Dogs tonight. How do you see it panning out, Nathan?
Yeah, we got Carlton pretty desperate for a win at this point. Dogs just going okay, aren't they? Nothing too crazy. A win over North. Respectable loss last week. So, but I'd love to be positive. You never want to be more losses than wins, and they're a side that should be pushing finals again. So, hopefully we get a pretty good contest.
Yeah, man, it wouldn't have been nice to have streamed last night's as well. That turned out to be an absolute belter for one that I thought Port were gonna not walk over them, but we're gonna comfortably beat the Bombers. But yeah, it just showed what sort of desperation can do to a team. And I've tipped Dogs, but I can see that desperation, that need for a win and something to change from the Blues, get them over the line as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's a sure thing tip one way or another.
No.
Yeah, last night's game was... I don't think last night's game was such an obvious Port tip anyway. I think it's pretty normal. You get this much attention on you from the media, even if it's just for 1 week, just pressure ramps up. It's no different to what Port did in round 2 against Richmond, right? Like, coming off getting belted and then they just end up responding.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's not like Port weren't without their fair share of media attention as well, and yeah, I can only see that sort of increasing for them as well after that loss to, not even the loss, just the fourth quarter effort. Like, Horn Francis, it looked like that was the only quarter that he was really trying, but other than that, it wasn't much to highlight for Port last night, was there?
No, it looked like a couple of bottom 4 teams playing against each other. Giving it a crack, sure, but I wouldn't have thought that was a very high standard of footy being played.
No, those turnovers, were absolutely killer. Just lack of, taking marks you should be, hitting targets you should be was, hard. But it was, I think, who did I hear? Was it David King? He was referring to it as a shootout, not because of the, goal at each end, but
just up and
back.
No defending.
Yeah. Although,
absolutely.
I mean, I suppose we're here to talk fantasy. I tell you who did do a lot of defending for us last night, and that was Zach Reed. My goodness, how good was he? Just because Georgiadis was dominating early on. They put Mackay to him, didn't really work. Put Ridley to him, not much. And then went with Reed, and I was thinking, oh god, how's this gonna go? But held his own. Looked a bit tougher, I think, and willing to throw his body around. That'll come after long-term injuries as well, I think.
Yeah, might just need to work into his body a bit more, get that confidence up. But...
Have you had any of those sort of injuries you've had to come back from and had that sort of uncertainty of it for the first few weeks you've come back? Not that we're anywhere near AFL standard, but just from a human sort of point of view.
Not AFL standard, but I think anytime I've had a leg-related injury, I had a quad in this pre-season training.
Yep.
And it's even once you get to that point where you should be able to run, you're still nervous to run.
Yeah.
It's I think it just takes that extra bit. It almost takes you accidentally stumbling into something, and then you realize, oh, I am good to go. So,
maybe
that's what this will be for Reed.
Yeah, and in my case, I had a pretty bad ankle, as you'd know, that's sort of been on the mend recently, and I did a minor twist of that same ankle again, and it wasn't anything extreme, so that's given me some confidence. So hopefully the same thing's happening for him. I'm actually gonna share my screen real quick and show everyone what I'm doing for trades, just because I think that'd be an interesting thing that people that want to join into fantasy watch along stream too. So I've gotten rid of Camporelli with the news that he's out this week, and had the Nevitt trade in. I've really loved the sort of inside play I've seen from him. Yeah, he's looked strong. The big horse, I like to call him, and you were hotting him, much earlier than I was. So you've had a good look at him, and what do you think about that one? Just to start us off.
Yeah, I think solid trade. They're definitely two pretty big trade targets.
Mm-hmm.
Camporelli out. Yeah, you don't mind. I mean, if he's been dropped, there's no news about injury, so you're happy with him to go. Will Day. Maybe just scroll up a little. Like, who would be the other contenders for that out spot? Because it would have to be midfield. But the thing is, you can't do Perryman and Kennett because you need to bring in that midfield spot.
Well,
and I don't think you've got the ability to DPP to get a defender there. What's your flex?
Oh, Murphy Reid.
So you sort of have to go with a midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at it, you probably did have to go Day. Like,
I just think with him as well, he's got we were talking about it on the previous show. We don't know that he's going to be the main tag target for Bedford, but you can put a pretty good guess in. It'll be him or a Newcomb, but he's been tagged out of it pretty regularly since his opening round showing, which got him into all of our teams. He's just had a couple 70s, which isn't setting the world on fire. He's got a tag and then a buy, so I'm just going to take that cash grab. 844k he's reached. That is absolutely lovely for me. Gone up just over 80k, 84k for me, and I'll grab that and allow myself to fix up, which is what we're trying to do in these rounds.
That looks good.
Yeah, scary, because I obviously love to get rid of Perryman, but he's not going to lose me money, and with Reed getting that 83 that's going to be coming into my team from last round, I'm more than happy to obviously play that on field and just cop a trainer score during best 18. Probably won't matter, and like I said to you, I don't reckon the defender I bring in will be any certainty to go above 80 anyway.
Yeah, it's a good chance they won't, so makes a lot of sense, and he can just be a trade out next week.
Exactly. I'm just thinking and praying some mid-price, even a discounted premium puts their hand up for next week. Or if not, we've had a look at Riley Bice, who is obviously on the bye this week. That could be a good rookie trade-in as well. So that's what I'm rolling with. My Vice in Rosie didn't go great, so I'm going on a safe pick of McRae after what he did against Geelong, but the Richmond roundup. Tackling, which he doesn't normally do, been racking up touches. And what else isn't there to love?
No complaints about those trades over here.
Very nice. I'm glad to hear it. I think we'll go over yours at quarter time or whatever, I suppose, just to get a little update on how you're tracking, as simple as your trades may be. But
nothing's really changed since the round preview. The only question will be looking at some of those late interchanges, who gets the sub role. But I think my trades are pretty set in stone otherwise.
Think I'll put it in advance as well, not that the game started. For anyone that does want to sync up and watch along sort of in time with us, if you can pause it directly on when the umpire bounces the first bounce and when that ball makes contact with the ground, we'll give you sort of a run into that, and we'll get you to press play there, and you'll be golden in time with us. Got good little crowd in. Nathan, quick prediction. Who have you got? What's your margin?
I'll say Carlton by 12. They need a win, so you'd think they're going to respond a bit better this week. And Dogs are still missing a lot of players, so there'll be no shame in that loss.
Before the Essendon game, I was really happy with not happy, but comfortable with my Dogs pick, but it's changing since. I reckon it's going to be a really good game, and I sort of have to stand by my initial pick, I suppose. So I'm going to go Dogs by 4 For me, I think, they've shown enough, but man, away against a desperate Carlton team, it's gonna, I'm not confident with it anymore.
Yeah, well,
So who have you got relevant?
Good idea of how Carlton are going to respond in the first couple of minutes. So
Yeah. Hot
fantasy relevant
startled a
players.
lot.
So you got De Koning's obviously massive still.
Yep.
Freya still going to be there.
Yep.
Hopefully Sanders is out there already. He's not sleeping in.
Yep. No, I think I saw him out there.
Got the Doctor still there in our forward lines.
And
some of us
Sam
on field,
Davidson.
some on the bench. That's probably the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
We've also just bounced and we didn't count in.
Have I fallen behind?
Maybe you have. That's concerning.
What a start. There's my bounce. Didn't even have it full screen.
Well, I'll give a quick count along with the clock, guys. We're at 19, 48, 47, 46. So if you've got an idea from that, if you're ahead or behind, if you need a pause. That's a great tackle from Kerno. Oh, they're already getting into it.
Great. I think I'm back. Live or all. De Koning hit out, I think, early on.
Early entry for the Blues.
Oh, give that to Davidson.
He just doesn't know who
And
to
that
go to. Now
is-
the arm's pinned. Yeah, you can't take that many steps.
I've heard not a lot, but some murmurings about Motlop as an option just after people saw he had some forward time. But this is where he'll be going back to.
No, you're not picking a small like him.
No.
To give Carlton an early lead.
Yeah.
Right through.
Important kick, as much as a tap-in as it was. Important kick. So who are those smalls for Carlton going to be then? There's going to be Motlop. Is Fisher going to be up there?
Yeah, could be. Could still be running Williams forward. I think I like that one a bit. Still got what's his name? Came from Port. Frankie Evans. Brought him across with me. He should spend a bit of time forward for him.
Yeah, it was a great tackle, just quietly with the arm pinned.
Not sure about that sellout crowd call from Jared Wheatley as I'll look up in the stands and I'm seeing a lot of seats. Yes. All those coaches just getting in.
Was that Frazier with that tap as well? Vandermeer. Dropped it.
No. How have you dropped that? Give him waiting.
How's the bounce? Oh, try and read that. Men on.
Team English a long way back there.
Yeah, right back. Frazier +5. Oh,
Frazier's getting plenty of it early.
It's always around
Sanders,
it. Frazier, go yourself. Gets it out.
Give the handball to Sanders. Sanders just doesn't know what to do as a half forward. The amount of times in that context, he's just standing.
English isn't the most nimble. Williams charging forward. Kerno about 40 out, directly in front.
Oh, they need to get Sanders out of that forward like that. He doesn't understand how to position himself here.
I love this around English.
It's a bit early in the game to be that tired, isn't he? It's not
I think he was charging as hard as he could. No, squeezes it.
Big start for the Blues.
Yeah, just missed it. And look at that.
Might have been better off actually kicking left there. He
Nah.
goes out wide to, was it Young making a run?
Yeah,
Down the left.
yeah, I saw that.
Could have just carried it further another 20 metres.
No chip
Eventually
kick
Kerner ends up on his own. But
to an ex-Coleman medalist and 40 metres directly in front.
Yeah. It doesn't matter when he kicks them straight, does it?
All right, back on again. Libba racking up plenty of it early. Straight at Wiedering.
Manned up on Darcy. Love to see that.
Yeah, I expected that. I don't know about you, but it had to be, didn't it? Silvani starting back as well.
Just, jeez. I don't know how Norton gave him that much time. He should have. Like, I know you like to corral him a bit, but at some point you got to go to tackle, right?
Small margins.
Sanders already having his first stint on the bench, so a productive 3 minutes from him.
Yikes.
He was one I did consider getting rid of, but with the
True.
the two possible subs, I thought I'll leave him out there.
Exactly. And who do you get in the forward line as well? If you had the coin to go up to a ranking?
Well, I think for my team, it would have been a DPP situation, so it would have been O'Driscoll in if I was doing that.
Oh, don't mind that. But you just have to... Yeah, we'll touch on it a quarter time, but you just had to get Ashcroft and Lindsay in.
Yeah, that'd be a priority.
Yeah.
Oh, Darcy just bullies him off.
Oh, my... Vandermeer. Oh, have a hit. What's happened there?
They just didn't really talk it out.
Looked like Harms was going for a dive. Koenig, very nice.
Who needs a hit out? We can get a handball.
Yeah. Dale needs to get up.
Well, he's getting awfully close to that boundary.
Oh, yeah. It's great pressure from Carlton early. It's fantastic. Never mind. It's a free kick. Go to here, but free run and jump for Koenig.
Fly above him. Koenig starting strong for us. Freya starting strong for us.
Have you got what's his name? Have you got Koenig Vice?
I did have him with the Vice, so
they're out.
Takes him off. Nearly trips over as he plays on. Oh no. Well, first 3 goals to Carlton.
Wow.
We said we know within the first few minutes. They're definitely going to bring the heat.
Yeah, it's been great pressure, hasn't it? Dog looking just a little lost, I think.
Yeah, that all started with that DeConey intercept mark as well, so love to see that.
It's a great kick from Sard, though, isn't it? Straight down the guts. They do. Libber again. Richards again. Why can't we see Sanders in there?
Sanders is on the bench.
Oh.
He's gone back and forth between forward and bench today. We just absolutely lied to him pre-season by Bevo. Sitting there thinking he's going to play midfield. Like, not even that we thought it was going to be like for the whole season, but no Bond, no Treloar. Even Richards had that injury clout. We thought, He'll at least start the season in it. Nah, still doesn't.
That's just another example of our man Darcy just taking it at the highest point, and that is just fading left. Yeah. Look, Wiedering can't even read.
Even that defending from Wiedering, though, he has forced him to lead wide.
Yep.
He's made that decision. If you're going to get in front of me and outreach me, you're kicking it from the boundary, 40 out.
Here come Carlton again. Oh. Baker getting a start after being sub last week. Live with plenty of it. Oh, good mark.
Lucky you're kicking the Darcy there.
Getting over a lot of people, isn't it? Did you see what did you see Luke Beveridge and was it Tom Morris during the week?
Oh, that's one of the stupid. Most people have forgotten about that. I don't know why that's even getting TV time.
He says it to get clicks.
Would have liked Bevo bringing up some of Tom Morris's social media history. If they're going to go down that path.
Davidson.
That'd be a fun one to bring on live TV.
Handled himself well, Bevo, I gotta say. Done well.
Can Koning get himself involved here?
Yep.
He can. Another handball. And he's going to get another contest to go again.
Sit down, kid. Kid in the background with the arms out. What's going on here? Is the camera blinking? Konig. Lebo with another tackle. God, I saw a few people go on Lebo even in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I couldn't do that one, personally. We're going to get another stop. We're just keeping them coming. Just keep getting more decoding handballs and hit-outs. He's racked up 7 points in this last, 30 seconds. Just all these repeat stoppages.
Did I ask you if you've iced him?
You did, and I said yes.
Wow.
Oh, there's a tackle, mixing it up a little.
Jesus.
Get another stoppage. This is great. This is when we say it's good to have those CBAs and stuff. Good to have midfield time. You're just there for all these stoppages, you know.
Another one.
What does suck about these is Sanders being stuck on the bench about 100 metres away. He was only out there for 3 minutes. He's been on the bench for nearly 10. Just can't get back out there. Freya's in at this stoppages as well, though. He's just not.
Davidson kick! Davidson! Behind. Kick down the middle. What is that, chomp? Oh, lob getting cheeky with the chip up. Can't quite get it out to Davidson. He's looking for it, and there's another kick for him. Going it straight up and under.
Is that bounced in?
Oh.
Yeah. So Koning's not at this stoppage. I'm sorry, what's happening? He's gone to the bench. He's managed to run to the bench in that time.
Frazier touch.
Where it just soccers it away.
What is that? Gee, I'm seeing quite the lack of number 9 on my screen and the blue, red, and white.
Still on the bench. There's one number 9 for her, getting a touch.
Kerno, how does he move?
Kerno.
Got to be held.
Very holding, yeah. Cam.
Great mark back with the flight.
Well, still have Sanders on the bench, so if we could get it to that side of the ground, then the Coning on the bench.
Switch.
But he,
No.
So I think even if the Coning had the chance to come back on, I don't think he would.
Must say, though, the opposite wing means that Davidson's on it, so look, if he's getting touches, that's okay.
Good pick up from
Harms better get rid of it. Just kept that in. Oh, look at the mismatch.
He's not going to walk the ball over the boundary again this year, Dale.
No, not after last week. Sard with the contested mark against Darcy. Look at this. Just gets in front of the big man.
Yeah, just tough to get players off the Sanders on now.
There he is.
But
get it to him. Oh.
5 interchanges made by each team halfway through the quarter. Like, they just couldn't get players to the bench.
Great composure with the ball at the back from Carlton. It's great pressure. They'd love another goal here, Carlton, for all their pressure, I think. All this for sort of only a 16-point lead. You'd think they'd want more from it. But it's just been denying dog scoring as well. What is that from Sanders? I mean, there's a free kick against.
That's what that is. Fantastic.
Didn't even look like he was trying to tackle. It just looked like he was trying to jump over the top of him.
Shifting around a little. Not helping our dogs get it, although I think Freya might have gone to the bench.
Sanders has gone back. I see him just on the edge of Carlton's 50. Yep.
Probably still playing a forward role, just...
Thomas has got to be marking that, you think.
How does that get to Motler?
Oh.
Miss.
Some terrible footy. It's like gone straight through his hands, I think. Look at that.
Is that a +6 for Davidson? As we left the replay there.
Darcy now. Where's Sanders? Sanders is just back there. Just scanning around for Sanders here. Straight through. Blue head lob just isn't there enough. That Carlton fan's loving it. Oh.
He won't want to look back at that one, will he?
Oh. It's in the lead for the Hall of Lame this week. Any of those? We don't like those. Rocked the head back. And that will be a high tackle. Great ball. Great mark from Norton. Just a great lead. Let's see this. Yeah, well done. Would have preferred Davidson getting on the end of it, but it just stays far too narrow.
Always narrow.
Nothing in the chat as well. I'll just say, yeah, feel free to drop any of your questions or comments on the game or just general fantasy questions in the chat as well, guys. We love, hearing from it and having a change up from whatever we're offering. But for now, it is all Carl, and yeah, Dogs still waiting for their first goal. Sanders just can't get there. Well done to go back with the flight there from Jones. Carmus. Brave kick. Who can glove it? Fraser. Fantastic handball over the top. I see Sanders there. Keep fighting, Fraser. De Koning gets it out.
Call it a handball. Definitely a throw from De Koning, but I'm happy for the statisticians to mark one down for him as a handball.
Sanders! Sanders!
Freya, Sanders.
Yeah!
Would have been nice if he kicked it himself, but it's fine.
And
that's another miss. That was another thing from last night's game too. The accuracy in front of goal, just atrocious.
Mm-hmm. Be interested to see the halftime scores, because there's a few somewhat relevant players for people in this game. Just see that what was it? Kane Cords and Tommy Sheridan. Beef happening.
I've heard that name in a while.
Yeah, Liver over the...
That's about as clear a throw as you'll ever see. He's claiming the handball.
Playing netball. Must say that Sanders was calling for it in the middle of the ground for a corridor kick when Dogs had possession on that opposite wing. Cottrell goes deep. Just cherry picking for English.
There's two dogs in front of you. We want you to kick it to. Find one of them. Sanders, stop walking. Now would be a good time to make a lead.
Get there. Get there, boy. Get there, boy. He's going for the tackle before.
Oh, God. Well,
go again.
Got a touch.
Ooh. Alright, Kemp from the pocket. Got a drop punt from the angle as well. Some right footer.
Looks okay. No.
Dale
That's
well
the
and
end.
truly keeping
Three
those
dogs you
kickouts.
can kick it through, and we'll be happy. That's not either of them. Even a kick down the line to a DeConing. Wouldn't be opposed to it.
De Koning.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like it's an option.
Oh, good hand, Sanders. And a kick. It's a turnover, and it's still a kick.
Wiedering getting a lot of, like 6 marks already, 6 kicks, 36
Yeah, he's
points.
playing on Darcy as well. Great effort.
DeConing 27. Solid enough start. Davidson 23. Wishing he was on field for me right now, not on the bench, but
Yeah, well, I asked you before recording, have him or Garcia.
yeah.
It's good advice.
Well, I was hoping Kako might have a good game against Port. He just didn't. Didn't do a great deal.
Got some run here from Carlton in the last 100 seconds we have. Cottrell goes around, looks central for Cripps. That's got to be high with the miss spoil.
As DeConing got forward.
Cripps goes short inside, not 15. That's a good call for one. Cripps goes to, don't argue, just outside. Sod.
It's gone wide.
Yeah, just
DeConing's upset. I'm with you, DeConing. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Freya on an 18, considering he had 11 in about 4 minutes. Not as good as it could have been, but better than 18 in a quarter from him. Especially, I've shown that
Davidson, another +2.
Almost all of his midfield time has come in the fourth quarters.
God.
So, go to Sanders. There you
Very
go.
nice. Who's that to?
Or what Liver's going for.
Oh. They were out. They were.
What do you think he's on? Actually, before I say it,
8.
you're giving him too much credit. He's on a 4.
Jesus.
Yeah.
See, had the whoa. He's been thinking about it too early. Final 23 seconds. Kerno takes on the edge of 50. Looks to wheel inside. Fakes out Jones. Gonna. Oh.
He's a good player. He's just. Oh, he doesn't get enough credit. Wow.
Good replay.
How do you get that far on his own is the question.
Oh. It's a UFO. Oh no. You wouldn't want to be a Dogs player right now. Here comes Dakota.
Did he get the handball?
Yeah.
Hoping so.
Well.
Big start for Carlson.
Yeah. Got the review on screen, Nathan. How are we looking? Wiedering 45, like you said, with those 7 marks, 8 kicks. Can't ask much more than that. Silvani Saad just showing that Carlton defence has just been far too good for the Dogs forward line. Harm's been mixing his time between midfield and forward. Kono had 2 goals. Chera, that hurts. Another one we didn't go to start with that a lot of people did. Well done to them. Doherty one I looked at, but yeah, sub and obvious ones. And yeah, DeConing 28.
He should bump up to a 30 in a moment here, DeConing.
Davidson 25 for the rookie. Love that. Who else? Yeah, Fraser 18. There he is again. Hey, you said he needed to set his alarm. He hasn't done that. Slept in again.
I don't get it. Like, I know he did spend a lot of time on the bench, in fairness to him, this quarter. But even still, like,
No,
he's on a 4. That's not okay.
Is he the... Oh, yeah, one of the lower spent on-ground players. But even then, yeah, look at Harms. 68%, 10 touches. You know?
That's just that role as a forward. He doesn't understand how to push up off the half forward line to win the ball. Like, he needs to just be at the stoppages.
It's almost like the flip of what we had with Perryman, where he wasn't forward but also wasn't back, just in that sort of awkward little hole that just doesn't offer much fantasy point scoring. And he's, yeah, like I said, his role now is in that same ugly, spot in the middle.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's going to be a trade out. Like maybe him and Perryman next week or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just jump ups. Maybe that's jumping up to a premium defender, and then putting another rookie in the forward line. I'm not sure.
Or are you going up to, say, a ranking or something?
I'd think about it.
I just love the discount from the from his sub game, obviously. Just, yeah, you'd assume it's not going to be a recurring thing, and
well, we don't know that. We don't know.
You think Nixie's going to be subbing their biggest star of his career on the line, possibly a finals berth the way they're tracking?
Well, sometimes that's just what coaches do. You protect them. Also, DeConing's just lost 3 points. What free kick did he just give away during quarter time?
Can see something that we don't.
Your potential captaincy for me this week. Can't be doing this at quarter time. Must have been some descent free kick. They're just going to start.
Maybe shove someone in the tunnel on the way down.
God.
Yeah, what else are we looking out for? How good was it was your man Kerno.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Great quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He's just that sort of player. Like, he can have 5 or 6 involvements in a game and still win you it. Like, very, very impressive. There's not many players in the comp that can do that. Like, even in terms of key forward, like someone like a Jesse Hogan last season, I wouldn't have said that. Even as good as he played and as clinical as he was, like, just the way Kerno goes about it, the athleticism, like, it's something there's not many players can match.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm actually not going to forget to sync up for those watching again. If you've just joined, make sure you pause on the bounce. Wait for us to count you in if you want to sync up with us. Might be in a little bit though with huddle still going on. What do you think Luke Beveridge is saying?
He's probably just pointing to some of those pressure stats, the lack thereof. I think would be a big part of it. The amount of uncontested marks Carlton get. Like, I know they're sort of letting him switch it a little bit. They're just making sure they don't let him go forward too fast. But even still, that doesn't mean give him all the uncontested marks in the world.
No. Yeah, just talking about their kicking accuracy and hitting targets, which has been a recurring theme for these first few weeks, I think. But yeah, cannot be understated. I think we see Fraser starting in centre bounce again. Lovely stuff. I still can't believe that, Nathan. There was a draft team where I was starting with Fraser, Wanganeen Miller, O'Driscoll, yeah, a whole bunch of these guys that I've had to or will have to be trading in.
Yeah, it always hurts. Like, what can you do? You know, you can't get them all. Sometimes it's just you get a better start one season than another.
Yeah.
There was probably one, it might have been a 2021 season where I felt like I was absolutely flying. I got every pick nailed, and I felt like I was doing sideways trades after round one because I didn't know what else to do. Like,
And
there was zero
umpire
rookies
walking in to the centre bounce, and ball is bounced away. 2 rocks got for the head out. Oh, yeah, gotta be. There's a minus 3.
Great. Oh, God.
Liberatore. Deep inside 50. Fraser would have been nice. Good chase down from our man Vandermeer, I think that was. But yeah, clean out, and that'll be the free kick against, and there's just that, yeah, release for Carlton again. Gonna go corridor here from Williams. Good effort. There's a Fraser touch for us. Baker just trying to tap it back. Dale moving forward to Vandermeer. He's going to have a bounce. He needs to do something with it. It's gone too far.
Carlton might just be out here now as well. Oh, so they don't all miss the ball. Someone had to take it.
De Koning tackle?
Yeah, I'm not too happy with Sanders' starting core on the bench when he was already the lowest or close to the lowest time on ground in the first quarter.
Shit, do you think we're staring down the barrel of his first sub?
Could be.
Well,
here's hoping Freya and De Koning do enough to make us still feel better at the end of the night. So I don't think Sanders is going to do that for us.
No, he's got to move clubs, surely, Sanders. He needs that inside mid-roll for himself. Show him what he can do when he's playing that.
Like, why play him? Good mark from De Koning. Like, yeah, why play him at half ball? Like, clearly he's not good enough there to be in your best 22. He's not getting the development time to be a player in his position. I just don't get the purpose of it. Like, this is one of those ones, at least drop him to the twos if you're going to do this, you know.
Like, that's dropped that many times.
With Filippo last year, it's like, you play him as a forward for a bit, it's not really where his role is going to be. Then he goes in the midfield, didn't do enough, you just go, all right, play in the twos, because if you're not in our best 22s midfield, but that's where we want you to develop, you can do it down there.
And through this, why wouldn't he just soccer it off the ground from there? But yeah. Last year, subbed from 5 of 14, went to the VFL, played 7 games in there, averaged 116. Yeah, was tackling, marking, kicking goals. Yeah, he's tough. Oof. Liver gets it out, yeah. Oh, turnover, forward half turnover at that. It goes check side. Dogs are finally going to just punch it behind. Going quicker. Norton has to come downfield. Got to look for a bit Dale here. Oh, he needs to bounce. What's he done? Great mark from Buku.
Should have left it for De Koning. What's he doing?
What are the Bulldogs missing here, man? Oh my goodness.
Well, they're missing their targets for one.
Yeah, good. Jeez. Another one for your men's coach. Can't quite glove it, but he's going to be tackled without.
Yeah.
No, he's wrapped the arms without the ball. Davidson, lovely. Nice. Libber again. Riley West. Yeah, back yourself. Bring your team back into it, surely. Big kick here for the Western Bulldogs. Not a renowned goal kicker, Williams.
Another miss.
Oh. Tell you what, I'm as against Beveridge as most, but gee, you'd be feeling for him here. There's not a lot you can do. I think I see Sanders.
Yeah, he came on during that set shot.
Yeah.
Don't suppose that's going to mean he'll touch it, but you know.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. Liberator. Oh my goodness.
Nah, it could be 50.
Oh.
Glad it wasn't.
Oh.
He's on the field and gives a 50.
And he's just going to jog again. Is it?
It's not Kerner.
Is it?
Gosh.
Sanders,
has just
man.
come off the bench. He's been on the bench the first 5 minutes of the quarter, and he's still got a player running away from him.
Oh! Nearly missed his foot. Love to see the slow-mo on that. Darcy Mark, he's been quiet, hasn't he? Davidson again, surely.
It's just he set a high standard for himself.
Oh! Go yourself, Sanders. It's to my man O'Donnell. Nails it.
Finally get one.
Yeah, the young kid. Sometimes that's what you need, isn't it? Someone that's, not too experienced and not going to overthink it. Someone's just, in the moment. More and more from Davidson is lovely, though. It's not a random question, Nathan. What do we do about Harry Boyd?
Just let him sit there. You can't trade him to anyone. So, at least for the time being, when you're trading out your cashed out rookies or fell mid prices and stuff, you want to be bringing in someone that will generate cash. So he's probably one that's there to the mid season buys and just shipping along for that extra whatever he made. It wasn't a lot of money, but yeah, not much else you can do.
It's harsh. It's harsh high tackle. There goes that Dogs momentum. Yeah, well, at least Sanders is in that centre bounce. Oh.
Something. It's a start for us, isn't it?
Alright, well, has he got another chance? it's just always his man as well. Sod for their last look. Now Chera. There's that bounce. He's in it. Yes! Alright. Same again. Same again, big man. Oh! Frager's in there as well. Something to get excited about. TDK up to a foot. Whoa! Frager kick, though. How's that going to go? How's the bounce? McGovern, just composed, goes towards the line. Davidson, just not brave enough. Holland's kick for the Hollands owners. Just gets over top of lob. And Colin are going to take that territory. Oh, not sure where Nathan's gone. No, get a watch along with me, I guess. To Koenig, to Davidson, that'll be nice for us. Almost held. Sanders still can't get his hands on it. It's a round kick off the deck from Motlop. Cottrell throws. Is that Dale? But yeah. Stoppage inside Carlton's 50. Ball up. Cripps just throws him out of the way in the ruck. Good mark from Jones. Lob looks towards the line. It's a great kick. Now we need to look inside for a Sanders. Out wide switch for a Davidson. Not going to get that. O'Donnell, nice. Well, O'Donnell Ford is a nice little change, rather. It's looking good. Sanders! Oh, no. Oh, just get it out, bro. This guy is probably the most frustrating own at the moment. I've got to say, just the roll's not there. You feel like even his headspace isn't there to a point. Regardless, down the line from Doherty, I think it was. Jones with the big fly. Libber's having plenty of it. Be interested to see how many he's on at halftime. Yeah, Williams not back. I think it's that was it Cooper Lord? Sanders. God. Thanks for the punch. Get it, Sanders. He demanded the ball there. Well done. We want to see that. O'Donnell still going. Holland's touch. For those there. Doherty kick. Will they pay that 15? They do. Handball. And here comes this Carlton run. Chip over the top from Fogarty. Lob and Young. Lob does well. Young and English. English just swats it forward. Can Hollands trap it? He can. Throw. Oh, Sanders just about to get another touch, but taken off him by Libber for forcing the throw. Baker does well. Looks to run. Cripps gets some of it. Look at this pressure from Carlton. Ooh. Hard done not to be holding the ball there. See this? Oh. Definitely took him on. Chera again. Jones does well for lob and still forced to kick out on the full. I think Nato and I have picked a bad game again. Dale just missing the target. Stays in, but happy to keep it that way. Just got the message from Nathan that his internet's something's happened, so we don't know when he'll be back. Anywho. English tries to tap it down. Just gets it out. Sanders, get in there, son. I see you. Sanders gets it out. So he's woke up. The alarm's finally gone off. He's in a bit of a rush now to... Oh, Fogarty does well. But yeah, in a bit of a rush to eat his breakfast, brush his teeth, get his clothes on. Probably, definitely unironed clothes for him at the moment. English happy to just take himself. Baker's getting a lot of it. Now, does Sanders want to run? Doesn't demand it yet again. Donald Darcy does well to hold on to Wiedering. Yeah, it's Lord warming up with Williams not returning to the ground. Another touch from Sanders. Davidson, another touch. Let's see, Sard. It looked great. Haynes now. Outlet kick. Now where did they go? Haynes wanted it back. Isn't going to get it. Challenging for Kerno, but... yeah. Beautifully watched from Rolob. Just outside 50 for the Dogs. No one can glove it. It's just going to get locked in again. See what happens from here. Interested to see the score update. Obviously, I think Sanders had 4 in his first quarter, which we've been accustomed to. Just avoided to himself. Sanders again. See what happens when he's not playing a half forward, Bevo. Oh, I mean, he'll just not able to glove that. Dogs needing a goal here. The things they do to get 2 goals before it, but yeah, 1 goal first half. Kennedy! And he gets it. That is what they needed. Oh, against his old club as well. Man, you'd wonder what would happen if this was under more extreme circumstances, if they weren't down by, 3 or 4 goals. If it was to seal it, would he give it the big, I'm thinking of football celebrations, would he give it the big pump-up to the crowd, to the Carlton crowd, or would he, hold the hands up in respect? But no, you can tell he loved that. How good. Alright, I reckon go again for the Dogs now, surely. Now where's Cooper Lord starting? In at the centre bounce. Blues now straight back. Karmas beautifully positioned there. Came off his man. It's a bravery you loved seeing you. Keep back. That's a brave kick as well. A good one too. Richards now. Didn't want to go to Dale. Straight down. They could be out the back here if they're quick. Roland Fraser, I don't mind it. It'll get me points. Williams has all the time in the world on the edge of his 50. Goes back. Chip inside. Sanders mark! Oh! The things we'd do for a goal here. Come on, young man. Do it for us. Oh. The alarm he didn't set is going off now, and it's at full volume. Let's see this movement. Beautiful, yep. See, when he demands it, he seems to be getting it, but he's just not demanding it enough. Alright. Come on. Saw Horn Francis miss a few on my forward line yesterday, which killed me. Oh, stay right. Eagle. Yes. God, the mark plus the kick plus the goal. That's a plus 12 play for us. Whew. Feels good. Nathan's struggling with his internet. I'll see if any of the Supercoach boys want to jump on. Watchalong. Yeah, Williams certainly limping, I think. They said it was lower leg. Achilles. Oh, not fun. Not fun in the slightest. Final 5. De Koning now streaming down with a kick inside 50 measured. Very good. That's, yeah, great. And that De Koning can do it all. How much St Kilda were offering for him. Even with Marshall as well. I wonder what they were going to do with that. But Kemp now kicked one earlier in the quarter, I think it was. It's coming back, and that is lovely right to left. Straight over the goal umpire's head. Fantastic finish. Yeah, and just whenever the Dogs seem to be getting a roll on, just getting shot down from Carlton. Really bringing the pressure. This is what is good. This is what the fans would want to be seeing. Again, feel free to drop any of your questions or anything you might have in the chat, guys, since it's just me and you for the time being. But yeah, that's great kick. Great set shot. Not long left in the game now. Well, we got 4 minutes. Bouncing away from the ump. Is that another win for De Koning to Cripps? Motlop with that increased. He'll get a high one there. God, that is so unlucky. Kennedy's gone to tackle him around the waist there. He just slipped into it. That is a rough one. De Koning wheeling onto that left inside 50 again. And there's Curnow. We were just talking about moments for Curnow as well, and yeah, it just goes again. Yeah, fantastic leap. Look at that against Harms. Is that Harms? Yeah. Now then. Great kick, usually. Right to left once again. That's a carbon copy of Kemp's kick. God, the fact he's a Coleman medalist, probably one of the best full forwards, and he's still underrated, is just ridiculous. Need a big half-time here, the Dogs. Look at that. Yeah, just escapes. His man goes around the pack. And yeah, Karmas is just out of the play. That's just, yeah, forward craft and great movement. And obviously the mark. Well played. Great, De Koning once again when the hit out. Walsh. Karmas misses the chest mark. Man, Blues are coming. That might be high. Play it on to Bramble. Get out there, Fraser. Give us +2. Lovely. That's a great tackle, Hollands, but just doesn't stick it. Harms goes back and wins it again. Deverish bounce. Darcy, just communication there from... Darcy puts his arms out to say what the hell, but he was the one going back with it. Fraser misses the chest mark now. Boy, oh boy, what is happening with the Dogs? Fraser gets Campbell out of it, and there's the turnover. And this is where we see the most important goals come from. Cottrell, low dart, Curnow misses it. Got to be good out the back here. Compose Jones. Gets it down line. Wow, that could have been ugly. Where's this go? Dale now playing on up high on a wing. Fraser there in the middle. Sanders now with another +6. He's woken up. This is good. This is really good from Sanders. Popping it inside 50, but a free run and jump for Wiedering, and they don't pay it. Oh. It's a good spoiler from Karmas. Tap from De Koning. Liberatore! And he gets it. That is what the Dogs needed coming into half-time. Saw him. He was paying the lowest odds to kick a goal on Sportsbet. Actually, fun fact for this game. And there it is. Yeah, fantastic, and just curls its way in. Darcy with the tap, the Rockman himself. What a luxury that is for the Dogs. Well done. Are we going to see another twist in the tail before we get to half time? This would be big if the Dogs could get yet another one. Once again, just shutting down the momentum if Carlton got one. Down, well worked under the footy. Davidson tries to stick the mark. Demand it! Oh, Sanders has demanded it and Davidson's cooked him. And then Wiedering now is going to look to run. Big long handball back. Kerno's gone behind the footy. I think Carlton will be happy to see this quarter out the way they are. Came down the last 50 seconds. Gee, I'm glad the Dogs got that last goal to make something of a game of it while we were away. Davidson just won't sit for him. There's the power button from, Carlton probably just saying, well, yeah, I think I don't need to explain that to you. It's a pretty clear message, I think, behind what that might be. Walsh just soccers it forward to get that territory. 26 seconds left. Yeah, no. Oh. You'd want to be holding on if you're Dogs. Surely Conan's had to come forward from his little stint down back. Just looking around for him. Try to take out of the rock. We'll take a little Sanders kick and a Sanders handball. Nice. It's been much better when he's in the inside now. He might just be saving his score yet again, making him not able to trade out again. West with the double effort, just can't stick the tackle. Final 5 seconds. Cherry just has to go inside 50 here now. Little kick to Koenig. Don't use those last ones to go inside, but I think Carlton fans and the team will be mighty, mighty happy to go into the break 3 goals up. Oh. Comes about that time again where we'll have a look over the scores, I suppose. And man, I'm keen to see what Sanders worked himself up to. Who are we looking at? Yeah, Liver 16 touches and a goal. He'll 15 tackles. It'll do that for him. De Koning 58. If he doubles that and goes to a 116, are we taking that vice captaincy score? That's going to be a tough one. I think, even if you leave it in the comments as well, what score would it take for you to take that vice captaincy from De Koning? I'm one that leans on the side of, there's every chance that who you have currently captained might 2 minutes in, I don't know, cop one in the head and go off with a concussion and get you a double 2 for a 4 captaincy score. So, but on the same vein, my current captaincy and who I'll be captaining is sitting on McRae against the Tigers after that performance. I'm more than happy to go with that. But De Koning scoring well as expected. Who else is relevant here for us? English 52 for those. I just said relevant and then picked a guy that is not going to be selected or kept in by many. Davidson 50 is lovely. I got him on my field as well, which I think we'll go over. We've got enough time in the halftime break to do. But good pick to go him over Garcia in my situation. Chera 49. It's lovely for those owners. Sanders 46. That's a 42-point quarter if I'm not mistaken. How's he looking? If we get down to his quarters. Yep, 42-point quarter. Had 8 touches, 3 tackles, 2 marks, and a goal in that. That is absolutely fantastic for him. Who else are we looking at? Cripper Holland's 35. Trade out by a lot, and for good reason. What was his? We'll have a look at his break even on the back of that as a sort of general guide until what he needed to do. Fraser 33. It's okay. We know we can see more of him. I think he had 11 in the first 4 minutes, Nathan was saying. And that will just about do us for relevant players. Dale, I looked at when seeing if I could trade out Perryman, but yeah, no good. Good thing I didn't. And yeah, that's just about that for them. Switch over quickly to the fantasy team for me. Who've we got? Where are we? Might as well just keep the same screen and take it to my fantasy team then, shouldn't I? So we load our way in. Okay, all good. Yep. So as discussed at the start, for those that didn't see, I've gone Kemp-Raleigh out just because you can't have those rookies just on your field not generating cash. That's the early days while it's still fix-up season and just making sure you've got the right players. So I had to get him out. In doing that, it meant I couldn't quite get Perryman out just due to the lack of those defensive options around that. Probably 800 to 6, 7, 8, 900k mark. Just anyone in that lower premium, upper mid-price bracket. So decided instead to get rid of my man Will Day. High-ish break even for him. I think his money-making days are more or less done. But he's got the Bedford tag this week, bye next week, and then even if you hold him through the bye, I think Hawks, who have they got the week after that? Round 5, Hawthorn go to, Port in Adelaide, which isn't typically a nice place to score. So I was, could have held him. That's not the end of the world if you are. He's not priority trade out for me just because of the quality of him. But in order to do what I wanted to do, he had to get the chop, which allows me to bring in the 2 mid-prices in the form of Nevitt and O'Driscoll. As you can see, those low break-evens of 8 and 14 respectively. Locked into their midfield roles. Playing great. I'm really keen to get those 2 in, which obviously through these fix-up stages, aside from that, you want to be getting rookies off field. And what that allowed for me was, to move Lawler off my field, get those 2 in there, keeping my cash gen moving. And if I had Dawson instead of Brayshaw, and I was always going to go with Perryman, but even a Rankin over Horn-Francis, if I had those 2 Crows boys, man, I would have been flying this year. But look, the team value, I think, is the more important one than your overall rank. Like the moment, 25k on the live ranks. And end of this round, I'll hope to be in that top 20k with that cash gen pouring in. Talk to Nathan about going a Perryman to probably a Riley Bice next week. The important thing is you have players here like a Day or, well, not Camporelli, but a guy will be dropped, that aren't going to be losing you money, that I'm happy to keep just for next week, just in case, a mid-pricer stands out and puts their hand up to come into the squad, or, worst case, downgrade him to a Bice and then just have that 500k to improve on maybe a rookie or maybe failed mid-pricer or something that can jump in and really get me climbing those ranks as well. So I think off the back of those starts, my car has driven away, unfortunately, but no, still hunting for a hat, definitely. The other thing with Perryman as well is that Reed got himself a lovely 83. Might actually have a look at how that breakdown happened for him, if you bear with me. But it was fantastic play by the man, and for a key back. Well, we know that Essendon like passing it around. And what was his breakdown? Here he is, 16 touches with 12 kicks, 10 marks. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, amongst those two, 30. That's full 3/4 of his points just from those two combined. So I'm more than happy to have him on field, and just allows me, I'll be playing Trainer over Roberts. Well, obviously he's on the bye, but Trainer on field, but best 18, Sand and Nathan, whoever I traded Perryman in for probably wouldn't better Reed's 83 anyway. So that's how I'm looking. A little sort of team review. Happy to keep Brayshaw in, and there's been talk that West Coast is one of his worst performing teams, which sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat over that, but look, he's too good to get rid of. I still back him to be a top 8 mid at the end of the season. Was hoping it'd be value, obviously not, but he just needs to show me something. I think we don't have the luxury to be trading out our premiums at this sort of cash gen centered stage either. So Brayshaw stays in there for me. Have it hold, Brayshaw, Callahan, Oliver. And the other trade I could have done as well last week was if I had Perryman out and held onto Ash, and then got a Pryor in. Pryor in for Perryman, and then I think I had just some rookie switch around, but didn't get that route, and that sucked. That was really, really tough. Who did I bring in that week? Oh, Holmesy, who ended up getting a clamp against St Kilda. So bloody annoying that, but like Nathan was saying, we can't get all of them right. Not a lot else to really report. Stanley not playing means De Koning is easily to stay in with a 32. Going back to the game we're on at the moment. Whose break-evens are we going to be looking at? There were a few players I wanted to suss out in terms of what they might be making in this game. Holland was one I wanted to see, just to have a look at what he was sort of doing. Where's he at? Sitting at a 74. Okay, so look, I reckon for those of you that either chose to keep him or just couldn't have a way of getting him out, if he keeps what he's out now, you'd see that as a win based off what he's done his last 3. So keep the fingers crossed for. I'm praying for you guys. Someone just moved in their score, actually. Oh, there he is. He actually went down. I've cursed him. Sorry, Ollie. Fraser, I think that was another guy whose break-even we wanted to check out, and I've got him at just here. 40. Okay, so he'll be making you money. He'll be keeping that moving. 33 from here? If he can get 70, 75 plus, that'd be lovely. And like I said, keep that cash moving in the right direction. Have a talk about Hugo Garcia, because obviously got the sub last week. I'm scared for him to get it again, but we'll have a look at St Kilda's teams at the moment. So they've got a bench of Collard, Travalia, Garcia, Hall, and O'Connell. I don't think O'Connell or I don't think Hall or Garcia will be in any trouble for that sub vest now. I think it will be one of either Collard or the debut Travalia, who I'm interested in. He might be actually talking about Bysall this time. If he shows what, gets a good start, shows what he can do, he might be the guy coming in for Perryman. That might actually be quite a well-timed trade for me. Okay, I don't mind it. I had him in for a long, long time. But yeah, what does he need to make? Yeah, priced at 34. And he had a mammoth game in the VFL last week as well. I wonder if I can find the stats for that, actually, while there's not a lot going on. There we go. VFL. Northern Bull Ants got crushed. Well, yeah, that'd be the Taron Thomas. Anyway, we're not going to go there. That's not what the podcast's there for. Sandy Zebras, 108 for him, 25 touches, 9 tackles, and a goal as well. Very nice. Ari Schoenmaker with a 110 as well, with 31 touches. So a few guys putting their hands up. Obviously didn't win. Duncan played for that team. I don't think he'll be coming in for a wet weather game against Brisbane. That is not one to to bring a player back from injury against. Not while Brisbane are, winning premierships. So Ashcroft and Lindsay there as well. 2 rookies. Those were Nathan's trades. Unfortunately, we didn't get to him, but I know he was bringing Ashcroft and Lindsay in. I think it was for, Draper and... Yeah, Sid Draper, that is. And Camporelli, actually. So he had a little bit of cash stacked up, evidently. And just had to fix those up. What else? Small, slight... Yeah, that's my team. Let me know your thoughts as well in the comments if you want as well, guys. I'm, happy to chat and interact with you guys. One of the things I love most about being able to present this stuff to you. But... for now, go back to what else we'll be looking at in the next few games coming up. Done a few of these. So tomorrow morning, and I must say, me being in Brisbane without the daylight saving time as well, I get them an hour early. I've tipped Melbourne against Gold Coast here, been a bit brave, but I think with the star power and that speaking of desperation, I might have to take it into account with my tipping for the next few, but we've been seeing, Essendon down all in the media, needing to get a win, and they've got that. Carlton well on their way to be getting a win, bringing great pressure and a great start, just like Essendon, especially in that fourth quarter. I see it being similar with Melbourne. Gold Coast, fresh legs off the back of a bye, but these guys, look at that, sitting in 16th. They'll really want to prove something, and they've got the players as well. May back. They're bringing in midfield of Oliver, Viney, Gawn, Petrarca. May and Lever at back have always been solid. Some good promising youngsters. I'd like to see Harvey Langford get a start. He's well and truly there, but whether he gets a start or not is a whole other thing. And wow. Oh, Lever's out. Never mind. Talk about May and Lever at the back, 1 in, 1 out. I must have missed that one, but Turner back for some goal. Oh no, Turner out, sorry. Johnson back for some goals. Obviously Melksham there. Lindsay stays on a wing. Langford on the interchange. Billings, Melksham, a whole bunch of players they bought in. Chandler won't be after the amazing game he played against North individually. Obviously didn't go well for the D's. And then McDonald, I think he'll want to be rotated. So it probably is looking like a Langford vest, to be honest, but probably drop some cash for us to pick up at a later date. Don't mind that. Gold Coast. Now, I was looking at a Dan Rioli, but I just wanted something from the previous Gold Coast game. that they played in opening round of round 1 just to sort of pull me in, and I didn't see as much as I talked him up. I've probably got some figures on him here in terms of what I wanted to see from him. Yeah, we saw the likes of players like Sexton scoring in the role he was in. Flanders had 116 when he wasn't getting any CBAs at 0%. That's what he was averaging last year. Came in priced at 84. I really like the look of him preseason, but needs to show me something first. I'm happy to go there with you, Dan, but you gotta show me something. You gotta pull me in, So I've got Melbourne in that one as a bit of an upset, but Saints v Tigers. Saints coming off an amazing win against Geelong, just where they're bringing non-stop pressure, and under the lid, obviously they'll be there again at Marvel. Richmond, we've started to sort of see what they're going to bring now after their shock win against Carlton. Obviously, we talked about Travalia coming in as a great little debutant for us there. Just the usual suspects. McRae captain for me, so that'll be a good watch. Garcia hopefully shows something to keep his cash moving for me on the bench. Trainers in there do the same. Lawler's in there to do the same. Not a lot else. Wanganeen, Miller and Sinclair, 2 good watches. I think Travalia will be playing on a wing, rotating with Wilson and Windhager. They've shown that you can score on that St Kilda wing as well. And as we're just creeping into the back end of the half-time break, Carlton looking absolutely fantastic. And Dog's got to show something here. I'm going to zoom to live on my end, just hopefully get it started sooner. Again, for those of you who are just tuning in or new to the watch-alongs, make sure you pause it on the bounce of the ball hitting the ground, and I'll count you in to sync up, just so I'm not delayed or not in front. I suppose I won't be in front in any of these because my stream is always behind. But I think, just a 10 minute, even a 5-minute spell of just some solid football from Western Bulldogs, and we could be in for an absolute game and a half here. Alright. Coming into it, and bounced away with Coney playing, and out of the middle from Dogs straight away is what they'd want to see. Straight down the throat of Silvani. It's going to go over the top. They need to communicate here. Run back with it. Davidson standing the mark, unfortunately for me. He's going to chase, though. Not quite get there. That's got to be a mark for Young, you'd think. Yep. Young now. Akers going to look inside 50. Great take. Is that from Bailey Williams? Okay, now how are Dogs going to go out here? Another Davidson mark. Another Davidson kick. That is ugly. Oh my goodness. Talk about hot starts. Speaking of, God. Man, oh man, isn't this not what you want to see? Hold on, Kerno. Cottrell's going to tap it, keep it in play. Young back to Cottrell, and that's a interesting move from Cottrell to take it out of bounds. God, I liked having Nathan here to tell me when Sanders was on the bench and whatnot. Yeah, Sanders on the bench now. Akers straight down the throat of Jones. Okay. Around Thomas. Williams again, working his way down the line. He'd want to be good. West gets jumped over the top of. Cooper Lord. Great sport there from Kennedy. Don't know where Richards is going. That's just invited pressure. Just going to get tackled out of it. But yeah, it's... he's just running in between them. Strange move. Fraser just gets held up. Want to see big things from Fraser this quarter, hopefully. Cripps. Fraser needs to pick it up. Double drop. Vandermeer gets it out. Or doesn't. So trying to get moving. Yeah, low pressure starting from Dogs again. That's not what you want. Lob going to work it down. Williams around the wing. Vandermeer now. It's going to go inboard to Dale. Dale keeps it. McNeil's going to go long. Darcy! Darcy! Oh, yeah. I had a feeling Darcy was going to throw him, straight on the arm. Now him and Wiedering are going to have a little bit of a chat. Don't argue. Just gets it out. Vandermeer now. Going to sell some candy. Goes around the corner on a snap. Who's going back? Fraser! Can't take the mark. Unlucky bounce. Karmas to Davidson. Someone's got to be brave here if they can glove it. Back to Davidson's got to look inside. That he does. Into the hot spot. And Darcy is going to get a free kick this time. Oh, wow. Let's see what happened here. Where he's got the arms around. You'll be upset if you're a DeKonig captain or vice captainer as well. Or an owner like me, but I feel like everyone has DeKonig now, so everyone's missing out on it. Darcy straight in front. Oh! And here we go. Darcy and Wiedering. This is the battle I was most looking forward to as well. Gonna have a bit of a chat. Yeah. Contact on his arms in the marking contest. And then slams him down, man. Not the toughest showing from Silvani. Liver. He's a character, isn't he? Out the middle. Alright. Is that a Fraser tackle? Very nice. Never mind, it's a free kick against. To Koenig now. Akers, he might go himself. Marked on the line from Jones. This has been outstanding, him coming back. I've never been never seen Jones as one of the, big fullbacks. Whoa, Harms. The big fullbacks of our generation, but he's impressing me with this game. Don't know how much sort of credibility you'd be putting on my name anyway. It's a point where I was never real large on Wiedering, but he's proved me wrong there, hasn't he? Koenig now just takes it out of the rock as he's done that many times. That's a good one to look at if you don't own him. Akers again on that same spot. Looks inside this time. Cottrell trying to get it to ground. Tries to duck around it. It's going to be paid holding the ball. Harms now to Libber. God, he's racking. Tom just goes inside. Beautiful. And there's Darcy again. Just getting the arms up. That is fantastic skill. Goes inside. English just can't quite get it. Sanders, keep working, son. Yeah. Harms gets a good look. Yeah, Darcy's looked impressive again, hasn't he? Just the one or two to show for it. He's still getting stuck in a wadering. Now Harms, experienced campaigner. No, never looked great. Going to Sard for the kick out. Not 15 once again as we see a ball travel 20 outside of those kickouts. So now Bailey Dale would want to be doing more. Misses the target going inside the corridor. Jones now has got to be big. That's going to be a ball up. Well done from Jones. Small thing like that. That could have been easy. Easy turnover in the middle of the field. And that would have been danger with him up that high. Block under Koenig's going to get yet another touch. Chera once again with another one. Doherty goes himself. Doesn't get the cleanest connection. Dropped from Motlop. Never had the opportunity to get rid of it. And here comes Richards, my man. Round the outside. Just can't beat Boyd. Chera now keeps it inside. Can Konos keep it in? Does well. See a woman claiming a push in the back there. Don't know how that would happen with Kono facing outwards, but anyway. It's Koenig around the corner. Touched. Jones plays the 1-2 with lob. Goes wide. It's a great kick to Harms. Haven't seen Sanders again. God. English. Got to go up against two Blues. Chera again announcing himself with another touch. Hewitt. Walsh. Cottrell looks in the corner. Beautifully done. He's going to back himself from here. Yeah, just gets out. Can he kick it for a right footer? Nails it. Great kick. Extends their lead. They would have liked the next goal there, and that they've done. They're just always keeping dogs at an arm's length. Yeah, I'm worried about Chera early on in this as a non-owner. Scary, scary stuff from him. Yeah, just look at that space he gets into. Brilliant work. Yeah, it's great. They're tough and tricky for a right footer. Popped in. Well played. bouncing away in the middle. Darcy, give that to Sanders, dude. He's right there. Oh. Fraser looking to get some separation. Richard's got to pick it up. That he does. Sanders still in the fray, not given to. It was a long 2-on-1. Good result for Norton, I'd say. Dogs needing a goal. What can we see? See Sanders in there. Darcy tries to go out of the Rockets. Kick away. Sanders! Oh. Oh. Don't mind that. Wouldn't have that been funny if that ended up being touched? Oh, just a few points, just a few centimeters away from getting a goal for Sanders. And there's a turnover. Davidson looking like he's been in everything. Clean pick up from McNeil. Back to Davidson. Here's that pressure from Carlton. Look at that. How much dark blue's in your frame right now? Look at it all. Smacked on the boot. Run and jump for Darcy. Spoiled out of it. And... oh... I don't see where the prior opportunity is in that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if you're just picking it up and your arm gets pinned, how are you meant to... because they're talking about wanting to attempt to kick or something, but we've seen people getting head injuries from trying to do some Olympic fucking cartwheel to get a kick away. That's a fantastic kick from Vandermeer. Where's he going to go to? Oh! Alright. Well, at least they're within range to be doing this now. Like when Kennedy kicked his to bring them from 4 goals to 3, that's when you can't quite be going at them, but... yeah, reminder, I feel like... oh, there's the ripped jersey. Our man Vandermeer. Yeah, look. I suppose he is running away from the pack. Yeah, I see it. Look at him straight. Look at liver. Tapped away from English to the advantage of Walsh. Walsh now steps around his man in Kennedy. Puts it inside. Kerno can't quite glove it. Cottrell now gets a chance. Just puts it wide. Just panicked. Oh. Great run from Fogarty. Great spoil. Dale now. It's about halfway through the third. Sanders touch. Well done, sir. I suppose for anyone new that's joined the stream, main eyes we've got on in terms of players as it's intercepted by Dogs. The main players we're looking at from a fantasy relevant game. I suppose we're looking at DeConnick, we're looking at Davidson, Sanders, Fraser, Chera. I've probably missed someone somewhere. It's really obvious, but yeah, that's sort of the main ones. When I tell you who we're not fucking looking at, Camporelli. He went by. Oh! Big fly from Cripps. Come out worse of it. Sanders with a handball in there. Libba needs to get rid of it, which he does. Long kick down the line. McNeil waits. Vandermeer goes through it with the broken kit. In the middle from Darcy. Who's running onto this? How's the bounce? Harms tries to go off the deck. West now puts it in. Vandermeer gets tugged by the jumper. McNeil! And he puts it through on the tight angle. It is a 1 goal game. Oh, chaos in Ford 50, but it's an excellent pick off and kick on the left from McNeil. Pretty sure he's a left footer anyway, but on that angle, well done. Oh, Cripps. Yeah, the glue does look like a hard landing. Yeah, look, gets it out. Just pick up, kick. Fantastic. Massage it out, and the dogs are coming. And there's the Carlton crew cheering on their man. Can Sanders get a touch? That he does. Fantastic work. And he gets it back. This is what we want to see him be doing. Oh, it brings a tear to my eye. Baker now. Big flying saucer inside. Norton just can't quite glove it. Gets it out to Libba. O'Donnell. Cross the face. Just behind now. Yeah, Norton. He's got to be gloving that, hasn't he? It's got to be. Happy having, like, as a Koenig mark. I was literally, like, about to say his name as well. Thing with Koenig, everyone will have him. Everyone will be on field. But, yeah, looking at Sam Davidson, if you've got him on field or even looped in with a Sydney or a Collingwood forward that isn't playing, you'll be loving watching this. Motlop, he just has to do something with it. Doherty gets the snap. Punch behind from Libba. God. He's been everywhere. Is he going to take the kick in? No. But wow, that's as good as a goal for me. Just that effort from the midfielder running goal square to goal square. Just being able to deny the goal, just send it for a point. Davidson again. Haven't even been mentioning half the times he's been getting it. Just he's been doing it so often. He's gonna go. Great kick. Yeah, Jones just the spare here. And English just can't quite glove it. Cripper brings it down. Saw Boddock and all. Shanked kick from Liver. Richards, great pickup, gets rid of it. Vandermeer gets over it, and they're going to lock it in just outside the Carlton Ford 50. And, well, no, they're not. It's going to get pulled in from Chara. Baker now. God, it's going to be another +6 for Davidson. Fucking hell. And we saw him do it in that pre-game match, but that's just because, yeah, generally those outside players, even your wide players and wingers, usually get more of it just because people can't be asked to run and put pressure onto the outside players. Sanders inside 50 with a kick. Darcy! Can't quite juggle it. Doherty gets it out. Harms to Koenig. Ball for Wienering, possibly. It's going to get picked up from Kennedy. Kennedy is going to equalise for him. Livers in amongst it again. You love to see it. and scores are all tied up. And I said that Dogs need a big quarter, and boy, oh boy, haven't they bought that. Yeah, fantastic pressure. Kennedy with 2 against the old club. Yeah, just hard work inside 50. How's this from Sanders? Sanders wakes up, gets put on the inside instead of it his shitty little half forward. Dogs start playing good. He might be a keep now. I hope he's a keep, genuinely. Bevo's happy with that. Get there. Oh, bounce doesn't benefit Sanders. Haven't seen a lot of Fraser. Chera with another touch. He's gone massive this quarter. Can't quite get it. Well done, Sanders. In and around the ball again. Get rid of it. Oh, my God. It's being held. He was being held. Oh, you'd be fucking filthy if you're a Dogs fan. The jersey was pulled back on... Who was that? They're going to show it again? Look at that! Look at him! How the fuck hasn't that been paid? Anyway. Only a point, but the way this is running, that point could come in very handy. Harm strong in the contest. Play advantage? No. Okay, go back to him. Harm straight inside 50. This run and jump for Darcy. Oh, just so dangerous. Playing the advantage now. Cottrell looks wide. Who's running there? Kerno on the wing. See, he's going to have to hold it up. Just wait for some people to arrive here, I think. Hewitt picks out a run and target. Kemp lining up for his third. It's well done from Kerner. I was thinking immediately, just hold it up, maybe even go back one. That's what he did, to be fair. Good arrival, and yeah, Kemp now on the right foot. Check back Sydney Sweeney. Kemp lines up. That looks magnificent. Just before quarter time, that's what you need. 2 kicks in front now. I'm actually gonna... Where's my headphones? I'm actually gonna grab some shoes. Feet are getting quite cold. Nothing beats some warm Uggs. My. It's fantastic from Camp. Cripps in centre bounce on the Libber. Where's Sanders? Grabbed his shirt. DeKonig disagrees. Koenig was always going to go hard at that, and that's the pressure on the kick for the turnover. And this is where scores come. Cripps. Fogarty drives it inside. Yeah, anyone out the back? It's going to be a foot race between Kerno. Oh. Gee, it's really... This is the energy you want to be seeing. Libber. He's getting the footy wherever he wants. O'Donnell, great run and jump. Looks corridor immediately. The option's there. Doesn't go, just goes long inside 50. And there's the intercept mark. And yeah. where is Norton? You know? I know one specific Export Adelaide media man that'll be loving this Norton disaster class. Where to now? Akers goes down line. Whoa! Darcy behind the ball. Fantastic. And again, that left foot goes inside corridor. Got to be brave from Fraser. Oh. Is he alright? Did he cop one in the eye or something, I think? Bit off quite a lot. Fraser, De Koning, and Sanders in that ball up. Gallagher now. Oh, you wouldn't want this to go out. Yep. Foot on the line. I feel like it's pretty general, those foot on the line calls, and just got to go with it. Another turnover. Now what can Dogs do? Bailey Dale. So over the top. Richards with the brave. Got to be brave here. Go to Sanders. Sanders, back yourself. Oh, that's fine. West ignored. Davidson looking for it. He left it. Where is Norton? He's not even gone for the bloody mark and then misses the handball. And they'll get a ball up inside 50 with 34 seconds left in the quarter. Down to 33. Look at him. What does he bring? At least fly for them. Yeah. Oh, around the head. Here it is. Yeah, look, it's unlucky, but it's there. Yeah. Now in Riley West. Kick off to the Sirens, taken within 2 points. And I tell you what, my Dogs by 4 punt is looking pretty good. Gets it through. 2-point game. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Let's give the scores a look, shall we? Liv has already hit the ton. Oh, I talked about him. Just couldn't do it with that lack of outside game. De Koning, 95. So he was looking at, what was it, 110 at halftime is what he was going towards. Well, he surpassed that. That would have been a massive quarter then for him. Yeah, he'll be pushing all sorts. What, 120 would be good? You'd captain him with a 120. Easily, I think. That's where my sort of risk turnover, like, of someone could be getting injured, might even take a 110, even. Yeah, I suppose I don't mind that. Davidson, 86 is lovely on my field. I'm looking at it now, and very, very good decision. Who else we got? Cherish, 64. Sanders up to a 63 after another big quarter. Mate. Well done. And he's been playing on the inside instead of playing at fucking half forward. That's all the change has been. So what? Aside from his... a takeoff is 4. He's averaged 30? 30 points per quarter playing on the inside. It's a no-brainer. Racking up touches. Obviously got the goal. A couple of tackles in there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Walsh, 59 for those that have him. And I suppose Gee, Fraser, 5-point quarter for him. Ooh. So he got 11. Well, we said about 11 in the first 4 minutes, and he's gone 25 in the remaining bit. See, 13 touches compared to, yeah, Sanders 19, I suppose. But we want him to make sure his cash keeps moving. You'd want him to get, what? Well, 48 is his break even. You'd preferably want him to get to a high 60s, hopefully. That's what he's averaging, a 70. So, yeah, we want to see that from Fraser. And other than that, not really anyone else super fantasy relevant. Holland's 45. What was that break even we were looking at for him again? We're looking at a Holland's 74. Yeah, fuck. I think that's out of the question. It's just damage retention for him now. What, 60 is what he's tracking towards? If he can get anywhere above that or a 65, you'd be happy. Dale 47, he'll be dropping cash. Might be a good option to look at, but yeah. Don't really want to yap on about fantasy scores too much. This is turning out to be an absolute belter. How many? What was the score for the quarter in that? Yeah, goodness. 16 for Carlton. 32 for the Dogs. Yeah, this end. Wow, imagine this ending at the the end of the fourth quarter. Incredible. Yeah, just talking about some of them. Kennedy, couple goals against the old team. Man, drop it in the chat as well, guys. How do we see this game ending up? It's turning out to be an absolute belter. Yeah, I mean, Cripps will continue on with his sore bum after his mark. Tell you what, we originally scheduled the watch-along for this week to be the Hawks v Giants game, but with myself obviously travelling to the Gabba for Brisbane v Geelong, which was rescheduled, that wasn't happened. But man, I doubt we'll get a closer game than what we've got here with that one, albeit with two top four teams. This is great, and I think who are eyes on this quarter? I think eyes will be on Cripps to see if he can get them over the line like he has done so many times prior, even with the little knock. My eyes are looking at Norton and what they were saying for him. Just, half an hour of effort of just throwing yourself at everything, getting hands to footy, backing yourself. That's what I really want to see from him, because Darcy's carrying too much of that Dogs tall forward load with obviously no Jamara, and I suppose Waitman's not tall, but bloody plays like one, that's for sure. Boy, oh boy. We lock in here. Be getting noisy at the MCG. How do we see this going? There's that matchup we saw earlier. Fraser in the centre bounce. To Connie Goalie. Handball out. Williams to Liver. Get out of the way, Fraser. Goes out wide to English. He's going to have a little trample at it and just gets too close to Cripps. Throws his body at it and gets it out. Is this going to be a score off turnover? Hewitt. Early kick for Chara, which people are loving. Kept in from Cottrell. Cottrell now scoops his way under it. And Young. Fantastic lead. Alright. Do we see him kicking it from here? Good from the guy in the background. Goes himself. Looks absolutely outstanding. 8 point. Hands on the heads of the crowd. It's not quite the... What is it? From Aka Hipwood. But that is an outstanding kick. Look at that. Where's Karmas? Karmas gone wander about. He's gone ball watching. Yeah, absolutely lost. Look at that. Quite the handful. Let's Carlton go ahead by 8. Important next goal, that's for sure. Bounce looks good. Sent forward from DeConnick. Kennedy. Not quite good ball. They're gonna go Kennedy over the top. Who is that to? West steps his man. Is he gonna go himself? Not quite online. Oh, yeah, Kennedy not backing himself there. I thought for sure he would have charged in. Just kicked it to a pocket with no one. Baker throws himself at it. Yeah, they're talking about in commentary, if any of you have it still on, or if you're just replacing it with my awful, awful voice. They're talking about just chucking Norton into the ruck, you know, just get him involved in it. Ooh. Throw. It's paid 26 for Libba. It's deep inside 50, but there's so many players with a free run and jump. Darcy lands with it. Can he curl it around the post? Has it been touched on the line? No. It's been given. This will go upstairs. Ooh. Toothless Carlton fan wasn't happy. Oh, surely that's it. Something. Schnicko Edjo, he reckons. Yeah. It's better angle. Oh, yeah, it's bent. Yeah, nah. Alright. Kick out it is. Yeah, he's touched that. He's touched that. Look at his finger. Your finger doesn't bend that way. Surely. It's not a guess. It's... Look... Yeah. Okay, there's a Carlton fan putting the middle fingers up at someone. Don't know. I mean, they paid it where it was. I don't know. I don't know why they're still chancing. This is very poor form from the Carlton fans, I think. It's been overturned. Got to the right decision. They're still not happy. Anyway, back to the game. Saad goes around off the kick out. Looking down that left wing. Punched out of play. It's going to stay there. Just being reminded again on commentary that Dogs still have not been in front in this game. Josh Dolan had some... Yeah, I was just talking about Josh Dolan had a great game. Last game he played against Collingwood, I want to say. Yeah, had a great showing. Chris lands again. He said he's landed on someone this time. Williams not in a good way. Just the ball up. Because that, and then... Oh. Cripps gets it out. If he can glove it, Carlton will be on some good run. But it's turned over. Fraser gets the kick. Oh, beautifully done, Williams. Goes to Kennedy. It's well spoiled by Silvani. These points, like, obviously you still want to be sticking to your game plans, but it's just a show of who wants it more, I find. Especially when it's tight inside 50. My. West. Gets out. Kennedy not enough of it. Saad. Lumps it forward. A well read from Lob. Goes to Dale off half back. Deep inside 50. And Dogs getting a high free kick. Over there. Yeah. Yeah. It's a free kick. English. And he shanked it. Oh, Tim. Pressure got to him, I think. The occasion. 15 minutes left to go. Dogs clawing it back, but this is where Nathan and I were talking about Kerno earlier. I reckon he's going to pop up at least once this quarter. Cripps gets rid of it. Calm's going to keep it out of play. Gee, here comes Dolan. What a time to be coming off the bench. Tapped away. Harms. Ooh. Had a lot of time to get rid of that. Anywho. Tap down. Richards, a rare fumble. Good take from Sanders. Sanders handballs it forward. Dale. Forward to Vandermeer. What's he going to do? He's going to have a bounce. Handball off Davidson. They're just not clean enough with it. Vandermeer. Back to Dolan. And it's a turnover with his first touch. Hollins, after some great defensive effort going down the wing. Fogarty. Haynes going down the line. Doherty. Where is he? Young. He's gonna look inside. Lob. Beautiful mark with the man charging in behind him. On Kerno too. Yeah, just a bit of polish. Someone who's gonna show it. Richards. Dolan. He's gonna put it on the lead. That's brilliant. Brilliant service for the second touch of the game. And down to Darcy. That's fantastic lead. Yeah, nothing you can do as a backman there. Now can Darcy make the most of it? Great kick. And it looks good off the boot. It is straight through the middle. And that is the first time the Western Bulldogs have taken the lead. Wowee. Little Dolan. Love a good size difference between players. Yeah, fantastic. I want to look at the movement here on Darcy, and that's what they're going to be highlighting. That loses sight of him and pushes off. Great lead. Yeah, this Norton's got to show something. Can't quite get there. Chair up and under. Karmas. Early on to lock it up. Sanders. Can't quite get down. Walsh. Akers out on the full. Chair up and under. Can't quite glove it from Kerno. Just away from Sanders, unfortunately. Locked in. Goodness me, what a finish we're looking to have here. Jogs. Where does O'Donnell look here? You have to keep on looking to score in these. You just can't hold on. There we go. Norton throwing himself at one. Tapped in. Big few interchanges here. Liver back on to Konig. It's going to get locked up again. Connick with the hit out. Sanders can't quite get the handball off. Look at this. 3 Blues around him. Someone help him out. Well smothered. Dale throws him off. Gets past the second. Accurate kick, but taken away from Sard. Keeping that Carlton territory moving forward. That was a great run from Dale, though. Just needed to hit the target. My. Boundary throwing. Just in Carlton's half. Connor's going to take it out of the rock like we've seen him do so many times before. Gotten out from Chera. Can he get to the lead? Lob throws himself in front. He's going to have to keep working. Does it stay in? No, it doesn't. Up it goes. Cripps might be high. There will be. Now where to for Western Bulldogs? Straight down the line. Norton's going to keep contesting. Well done. Sanders might cop on high, but he puts it as corridor. And here comes that run. Got to be smart with it here. Bramble goes forward. Lead not quite hit. Vandermeer's going to keep working. Vandermeer does as well. Buku Karmas. Davidson's gone a bit quiet, but he's going to get the kick down line. Good kick for Dolan. What's he going to do from here, the kid? What's he going to do now? Wow, what's he going to do here? Yeah, goes top of the square as he should. And it's going to go out of play for a behind. 2 points the Dogs' way now. Just looking at halfway through the final quarter. Dogs up by 2. Thanks for all of you coming in, joining me for the game. It's just going to go out of play. Remember again to drop your comments in the chat if there's anything else coming to your mind you feel like sharing. Happy to talk about him with you. DeConnick just can't get in front of English, but he does get the handball down line. A few in front for the Blues. Cripps looks central, but Karmas is going to gobble this up. Goes line. Davidson gets there. Where does Davidson go from here? Great kick. Libber. God, wouldn't Libber look good with just a fresh mullet? Not 15. Davidson needs an option. Norton throws himself at it. Spoiled away from Silvani. Norton's going to keep going. Walsh sockers it twice off the ground, lands straight in the lap of Libber, who puts it straight to Cripps. What is going on here? Brilliant kick corridor from Silvani. Needs to hit a target. Who's out the back? And there's Carlton's goal. That was too easy. And that's what happens when you go direct corridor, starting with that Silvani dart through the middle. Yeah, Libber just straight in his lap. Oh. Carlton up by a kick now. And jeez, here we go. God, I've stopped so much focusing on fantasy. I'm invested in the footy. We just love the footy. There's the 5th for Kemp as well. Hands on hips for both ruckmen. Got to find something deep. And up goes English. Tap isn't great. Kennedy inside. Darcy looks to go over the top. Norton, is this his moment? No, no, no. Turns over to the Blues. Looks for a handball. Tries to keep it on. That's great. Great territory for Carlton, but Norton again. Fogarty! Who gets the run and jump? Jones with the spoil. Now it's a matter of one here. That's a great tackle from Davidson. Young versus old. Might I add, the AFL put out a post about like some players who were like studying while playing. Didn't put Davidson in. What the hell's that about? Kicked off from Kennedy. Big chase on it for McNeil. Gets the tackle. That's going to be holding the ball. Just pins the arm again. Good, Richards. Oh, great kick. Davidson now. Who's his next target? Dolan now. Calls English off it. Play on, he's gone off the mark. He's going to dart it inside. Who's there? Spoiled by McGovern. West needs to get rid of it. Does so just about, but again, look at this Blues rush. Hewitt now needs to choose an option. Who does he go to there? Oh. Six minutes left. You've got to keep on pushing for a goal if you're in Carlton's camp. Chera. Williams. Davidson's going to keep going on Cripps. Liver gets the tackle off. He's going to be having a massive game. Chera's been good too for 4 quarters. Yeah, Sanders has gone somewhat missing. Fraser. I don't even know where Fraser's playing, to be honest. Dale drops it. Great tackle. Tapped away over the top. Good punch from Jones. It's going to stay there. Over the top. Thrown in. Sanders. Good touch from him. Dale. Davidson. Just stay down line. Got to fly from Darcy. Can't get the second grab at it. Going to look to lock it in here, you'd think. Hollands gets it out. Play on. Cripps can't glove it. Davidson again up and under. Who's going to be brave enough to go with this? Haynes. Davidson just can't gather it again. Davidson with a cool 29 touches. Equal with Liver. Scherer on 26. Great pickup for those who had him. Davidson can't quite snaffle this. Out from Sanders. Kennedy's going to look to go corridor. Pulls it off. Got to go back to his mark. Needs to hit a target. They're probably forced to go wide again. It's going long down the line. That just isn't... Yeah, and they lose. Norton loses the contest. Yeah. God, Norton's been just horrendous. Not a great kick from Haynes, looking down line. The back on Williams, going to handball around the corner. Davidson once again. How good has this boy been? Inside, Norton looks for a grab, and he gets one! Imagine! Oh, what is this? Look, he's going in, then just... Oh. Well, look, he's done well. His eyes and hands to be bubbling all over the joint. Does he get it? He claims it. Oh, I think the celebration's got something to do with that, whether that's travelled over a post or not, but he looks confident. Let's see him. Just bumps into him and then gets the mark. How is it? Oh. Look at it. Oh. There's going to be controversy at Marvel. Up it goes. Kennedy up and under. You need one more. Like I keep saying, this 2 points isn't enough. Davidson with the big win over Hollands. 31 for Davidson. Goodness me, this is a brilliant game. Norton can't quite get the jump. Haynes now from the back. Got to be brave with the kick. Well read from Dale. Punches it back inside 50. Dale goes again. Dale going for goal. O'Donnell! And that should be the winner. Huge double effort from Dale. And this just might be it. See this? Bang, punch from Dale. Keeps moving forward. Puts his head over it. Sells some candy. Puts it there. Look at him. Look at that. When you're in front as well, a lot of teams in front there, a lot of their defense would be sitting back. I'm going to worry about my man. And he just takes the initiative and gets the big spoil. Follows it up. That is outstanding. Outstanding from Bailey Dale. Okay. God, these players would be out on their feet. Bounce again. Fire up. Literally fire up for the Blues. If they want something out of it, they need to score in this next minute or two, you'd have to say. Running at it is Kerno. Just couldn't quite get it out to wing. Harms. Back up from Bramble. Only as far as Tom DeConnick. He's going to put it a shank inside 50. That is straight to Bailey Williams. That's a head loss moment, I think. He's got to look around for a better option there instead of just lumping it forward. Obviously, easier said than done, but... See, this is a stage where you can hold on to the footy, I think. 2 minutes left, up by 8. Done. Haynes straight up. Yeah, front on English. Now they've just got to spread. I think she's putting it on a bit. It's still, it's not like a 1 point game here. Anyway. Harms smothered. Lib is happy to just lock it in. Think this will just die out. Dogs can play this well. DeConnick still putting up a contest. Could be held from Libba. But he wins it. Vandermeer now. Ball from Sard. Brilliant run down tackle. He's got to take a chance now. You've got to do something. Takes a bounce. Short chip kick. Who's going to be the brave person? Who's going to stand up? DeConnick does well. Lays out Vandermeer, who was running at him. DeConnick straight down the middle. That's what we got to do. Jones can't quite glove it. Penunda. Kerno only as far as Harms, who's going to kick it out for English. And they're set now. Kennedy. Take your full time. Move it on. Civ is down just about to the last minute. Darcy, how is that not touch from Silvani? But regardless. Darcy, it's this woman again. English now. There's one stressed out looking Vossi. English, go the torp. Lays it out in front and turns it over instead. Play on now. Haynes off his line. They have to do something now. Long down the line to the other team's biggest defender is not the play. 30 seconds remaining. Huge relief from Bevo. But what does this mean for Carlton? Ball's up. Another handball from DeConnick. Hollins taps it back. Got to keep moving here. Cripps. Intercepted from Darcy. Dale, the hero of the last goal. He might go himself from the goal from Set Square. Marked from Silvani, but there's nothing the Blues can do. Not that they know anything about it. Great run through the middle. It's not going to be enough. And it's a win for the red, white and blue. Jeez. Oh, simmered out a bit, but yeah, that third quarter and the first half of the fourth, Dogs just, did what they had to do. And for Carlton, they brought the pressure in that first and second quarter and then just, got into a bit more of an arm wrestle and, Dogs managed to bring him to the ground. Oh, alright, well, moment I suppose we've all been waiting for. How have our fantasy scores ended up? A Liberatore 134, DeConnick 134, so shout out to anyone that had the vice captaincy on him, or even a captaincy if you're going from Rosie. I went safe on McRae, and Koenig's enormous. You will be happy taking that vice-captaincy score, that's for sure. Sam Davidson, Sam the man. 125. We saw him get that 31st touch. 10 marks out in that wing, most of them uncontested. Look at those meters gained. Did he have the most? Yeah, easily. Fantastic highlight performance for him. English 99. Chera 83 slowed right down. And speaking of slowed right down, Sanders 73 again does enough. Priced at 660k to keep his price moving. Not that we enjoy it, but does what he has to do. Who else we got scrolling down the lines? 72, Silvani playing back for anyone that had him. Cherov, 83, I think I mentioned him before. Fraser, 63. Didn't see much of him in that final quarter. What did I say? I said high 60s, low 70s, so he's just behind what we'd want. Went back, though, as the worry, so he'll be a watch. Dale caught up. Who else are we looking at here? I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, no one else we can really add to our list. Yeah, Fraser 63. So everyone did sort of okay. How does that shape up for my team, for anyone interested in that? Where do we go to? Ask me to log in. Interesting. Let's just don't need you guys hacking into me, but the back of this. There we go. That's where we want to be. Fraser. So yeah, 63. Best 18, so Reed will get in over there. Yeah, DeConnick 134. Jeez. What was the breakdown of that? He would have gone 20 plus touches in that, surely. No, definitely. It might have been pushing on 25. So he grabs it out of the rock. What are we looking at for him? 28 touches, gee. 12 kicks, 16 handballs, 8 marks, 29 hitouts. Brilliant from him. He'll be pushing up to the million point now. Absolutely crazy, but can't say I'm surprised, to be honest. Yeah, I'll be pushing that top spot with X-Man. So Sanders did just below what Horn Francis did. Yikes, I think that says more about Horn Francis than it does about Sanders. But he looked so much better when he was actually in the cotton thrust where he should be playing. They put Kennedy ran through there a lot, I saw, which is, I think, took an impact on Fraser more so than Sanders. And yeah, Davidson 125 on my field. Yes, please. Well done to all you others who might have put him in yours as well. And yeah, well, that's Davidson, Sanders, DeConnick, and Fraser. Brilliant. I mean, looking forward to tomorrow's games. I suppose we'll give the quick rundown on. I think we just covered St. Kilda and the Tigers, didn't we? So we're up to Hawthorn Giants 2. Hawthorn still with the bye. Giants coming off the bye. If Ash scores a fair bit, I will be very, very upset. But yeah, day's the watch really with the Bedford tag on him. You know, a couple 70s. That average is inflated. I couldn't do it, as shown by my trading him out. But yeah, it's gonna be a great game in that. Possibly game of the round, this one or Brisbane v Geelong, which a few Brisbane players that honestly, we're hoping. Like, I'm absolutely fine with Neil coming up with a disaster class here just to drop his price so we could trade a Callahan to him or a Dave for anyone that held on to him. Something like that would be fantastic. But it's raining. I haven't looked at the forecast where I am, obviously here up in Brisbane for the Gabatoir, but I don't think it'll be like a wet weather game. I think it'll just be a bit dewy. So yeah, those guys with the better hands and the better tackling stats, like your Dunkleys. That's why I'm so hot on bringing in Nevitt this week as well, because he'll rack up in that department as well. You're more inside than outside. Also, I saw some people getting our man Zorko in as well, which in conditions like that, didn't really trust, where there's, high marks, high kicks if it is a bit wet. But Cats, I think Bailey Smith's going to be playing. Sorry, thought I was going to sneeze. I think he'll be in there. Sam, we've seen that Stanley won't be playing, so DeConnick, that is excellent news. 4, Smith's in. 2 smalls are in for Brisbane as well, not so much fantasy relevant. But Ashcroft dropping in price as well, I'm fine with, to become a downgrade option possibly. Neil, as well as I touched on. Levi, I imagine Bruce is going to be the sub. A lot of eyes on Closey. Obviously, Jai Clark in there. Loves a vest as well. But I still just couldn't go Closey. And I wasn't going to anyway, bring in O'Driscoll and Nevitt, those two brilliant mid prices that we can hold on to. But DeConnick listed as ruck. Holmes for me needs to pick up. O'Sullivan at the back as well will be interesting. Anyone carrying a... Where is he? Lawson Humphreys was one I was interested in, just as I was discussing, who do you go Perryman for? He was 1, but again, I really need to see him have a breakout game before anything like that. I know he's been consistent and all sorts, but just couldn't go there with confidence. I don't think Mitch Duncan will be coming back this round, just coming off an injury in wet weather, obviously listed on the emergencies anyway. Might as well have a quick run through the last 2. Adelaide v North. I really hope Dawson doesn't destroy me as someone that's went with a Brayshaw over him. Averaging 130. Jesus. But those, Crows midfielders, Dawson, Saligo, Crouch. Where is he? Rankin, there he is. I'm 100% on board if you want to be trading in Rankin this week, just because he'll be discounted after that vest game. I was discussing it with Nathan. He won't be vested again. You'll get a little discount on him before. We've seen the rollers there. He's scoring well, so jump on now for those. If you're interested, he's a keeper. So if a Garcia gets a vest, or you have that other forward trade that you need to change over, I'm all on board with that. Jerry has a harder matchup against O'Brien, typically limits the scoring for Ruckman that he comes up against, so not huge on a captaincy for X-Men, as much as it pains me to say it. Much rather, be jumping on a safe McRae or someone like that instead. Don't know who else I might be talking about. Your rookies, we have to scroll right the way down to get to the rookie I want to talk about. And Finn O'Sullivan, I just want to see something from him, He's been touted number 2 pick, has a wing, job security's there. We just need him to, speed up that cash gem for us. He's looking like he'll be one of the first traded out. Draper as well, looks like he's starting sub again. Nathan actually traded him out this week out of impatience. It's more out of need, considering he doesn't own Lindsay or Ashcroft, so just getting those rookies right. But he's one of them, and that's about it for me. Watching Powell as well, again, someone I would have loved to jump on, but just hadn't seen it from him yet. Sheasel's still losing money, averaging 108, which we knew was going to happen. And yeah, which is why I didn't see him as a starting player. Daniel doing Caleb Daniel things as we thought. And yeah, I've got Crows winning this by maybe 4 or 5 goals, I'd say. I'm loving what they're doing up forward with the 3 talls. And finally, we get to the West Coast derby between the Eagles and the Dockers. Eagles at home for this one, so they'll have the home crowd. It showed great effort against Brisbane. I was there at the Gabba for last week, and yeah, you'd be seriously chuffed if you were a West Coast fan watching that. I think obviously probably not expecting to go in there to win even after kicking the first 5, but showed the effort, showed the pressure, and yeah, you'll be happy with it. West Coast Freo need a response after starting 0-2, and I heard a stat with the Dockers where I can't remember the exacts, but they've kicked 1 goal in their last 10 minutes of each of their last 5 matches. So the last half of the last quarter of their last 5 matches, overall, they've kicked 1 goal. They've kicked 7 points even. And I think they've conceded upward of 60. So I think, yeah, they need to be reminded that this is a, 4 20-minute quarter sport, not, 3 20-minute quarters and a 10. It doesn't end like that. So that's the big watch for me with them, and I think they'll be desperate for a win in terms of actual teams. Graham comes back in. This Isaiah Dudley, I don't know anything about him, but he'll be a newbie listed somewhere on the Pine, I imagine. Yeah, so Rasmus comes back on that half forward. O'Driscoll a trade in for me, as we showed earlier. I think he's just owning that spot on the wing, coming into centre bounces as well. My man Murphy Reed as well, the scariest player to own. Now, actually, I might have a look into this Isaiah Dudley. What's his... And feel free to let me know in the comments as well. What's his sort of deal? Is he a forward? Is he a midfielder? What does he do? So I'm actually not sure at all. Yeah, I've got him listed as a forward. Okay, that's problems for my man Murphy Reed. But anyway, he might be a trade out for next week. Who knows? Just a little rookie changeover. He did his job with those 4 goals. Yeah, give me the heartache, the heart attack of my life. Yeah, a few good picks from West Coast. Or Baker getting lively, coming off halfback last week. Graham will add some security. Kelly actually looked like he wanted to be playing football for the first time in a long time there. And then Allen, hopefully a future Brisbane Lions player there. Harley Reid had a good talk about him on the review or the preview show. People are, media have been saying that he's still been getting into these, battles and stuff more than the footy. I think against Brisbane, at least, he reined it in a bit. Sure, he was giving away Kale's free kicks and stuff. Like, he's frustrated, but yeah, I don't know. I still feel like we can see the better of him. Who else we got? Yeah, Bailey Williams, number 1 ruck for West Coast as well. Need to see something from my man Brayshaw. Even Sarong hasn't had a score of 100 for any of your Sarong owners as well. Allen list is an emergency. He might come up as well. Hewitt, Marek was getting kick-ins and stuff. There'll be another watch. And I don't think my man Hutchinson is anywhere here. Is he? No. Right, yeah, and that's that. I didn't touch on, while I'm on the topic, didn't touch on Curtin from the Crows. I think him playing too much key position stuff. He gets some midfield, but not enough for me. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I think I'll leave it. So, captain is firmly on McRae for tomorrow. What have we got for the watch along next week for any of you who are keen to join me/us when Nathan sorts out what's going on with his internet at home. We have got it drafted for another Friday night. Cats v D's. Should be an interesting one, although we'll have a look. It's obviously subject to change. I think it's just because don't really want to put on a North v Sydney, to be honest, and we'll probably stick with a nice Friday. Although Collingwood Carlton, surely Collingwood Carlton we put on there. We'll have to have a talk about it. We'll have to, because that'll be a great game if Pies coming off the bye, Carlton coming off a loss. So tune in for that. But as always, we'll put the news out on how Twitters anyway, as you all will hopefully be following. Mine on the screen there at BK_IFS. And I'm keen. I'm hoping I'm going to start climbing up some ranks now, since I've got the base. That's the most important thing with these, with your cash gen sitting over 19.3 mil. I've even been going up these last few games anyway, let alone at the end of the round. So, when the first round separated, what was it? I think if you put O'Sullivan on field instead of Lindsay, getting, I think, a 30 and an 80 or a 30 and a 90. If you did that move, that would have cost you, I think it was 10,000 spots or something. So it really isn't about the score early days. But, I'm confident what I've got. Moving, what else? Camporelli, Day, and Lawler out of my starting midfield, and having only sort of good scorers in there to boost my best 18 while I've got it. Davidson will be there, that's for sure. So to Koenig, and I think I'll leave it at that, everyone. So thanks a whole lot for keeping me company during this. Obviously, different one with Nathan leaving us halfway through the second quarter, but you've all kept me company. Turned out actually being a really good game. I thought Carlton were going to keep that pressure going across the first quarter into the second, but then the arm wrestle and Dogs get up for it. So Dogs take it home 83-75 against Carlton. So I'll say thanks again for joining me. Links there for the Twitter. We'll be doing these weekly and announcing them on there, so that's the best place to follow us. I think that's where most of you are watching from as well. We'll have the review episode out hopefully sometime during the day Tuesday, looking over how our teams went and obviously how the games went, including, of course, my Hall of Lame, which I'm very keen to keep doing week to week. Don't think we had a solid competitor for the sort of main blooper of this week, but that'll be on there. Subscribe to the rest of the Insight Fantasy team as well, especially if you're more of a super coacher. Those guys are absolutely flying there as well with content. And again, great turnout for the game. Thanks for joining me. And until the next one, guys, you all take care of yourself.